Hey everybody, Fifth Horseman here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and as this gets released, this episode, we should be 2 days away from Kerbal Space Program 1.0. So this episode might be the last episode of this series. There might be one more if I can't get everything I want done in this series, or in this episode. But, yeah, crazy things are happening. We are a couple hundred days away from Jewel. Let's go ahead and focus on Tylo. We're coming in. Yeah, we've got a nice little thing here that's going to loop us around and get us in orbit. We're heading for Vol, and we're going to let's just speed up time while we're doing this. We're heading for Vol, and the idea is to come in and put a base there. And once we get that base set up on Vol, we're done. So, not that I expect to have problems. But unless there are problems, I don't expect this episode to take all that long. And we are in Jewel's Sphere of Influence. Now, to let Tylo circularize our orbit. Or get us captured, I guess, would be the better way to say it. Yeah, and see, the reason why this works, I can explain to you why this works here. We're coming in, and we're going to hit Tylo here. We're coming in behind Tylo, but we're coming at the exact same direction Tylo's going. So when we enter Tylo's Sphere of Influence, we're going to lose a whole bunch of velocity. Now, we're not actually losing any velocity, but we're losing relative velocity. We're coming in here at 337 meters per second. Or, sorry, 3,337 meters per second. And once we pass into the Sphere of Influence here, relative to Tylo, we just lost 2,000 meters per second. So swinging around Tylo like we are, when we're coming out here, we're going to be going this way, probably at about 1,300 meters per second, but we're no longer got this forward velocity. It's going in a different direction. Therefore, our orbit ends up looking like this. Now, if we slow down here, that's going to seriously affect our... See, 50 meters per second is going to bring us down like this, which is crazy. Okay, we are turning around. I'm going to delete this maneuver node here. We're turning around, using up our monoprop, but we don't need it. This is, after all, the last thing this ship will ever do. And then let's go ahead and just burn. Ideally, I would like to get a Vol encounter out of this. I don't know if that's going to happen. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that right there. All we got to do is burn down out here, and then we'll get that Vol encounter. So we are good to go, and we're not going to crash into Tylo. Periapsis of 1,000,000 meters. Oh, that's plenty of room off the top here. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go ahead and take the beauty shot. Oh, bye-bye, Tylo. There's another one. Okay, then we are going to time warp out to Apoapsis, which I disabled those buttons because they kept screwing me up. So let's set up an Apoapsis alarm. Okay, and then let's burn retrograde here. Oh, we've already got an encounter. Let's make it good. Let's see. This is going to be the correct direction around. Oh, that's all we get. So we're going to stop right there. Oh, I don't know if I showed you this on camera. I actually moved the reaction wheel, or the RCS jets, so that they were more centralized. Okay, this should be enough. I don't care about the maneuver node anymore. I'm just going to burn. We're going to guesstimate how far this has to go. Maybe another 2 seconds now. Okay, that should be really close. Of course, we now don't have a Sphere of Influence change in map mode. So we need to watch this like a hawk. There we go. And what is our periapsis? 479. Could be better. And I have learned that burning retrograde is far better than burning radial when you're doing these kind of things. So I'm going to burn retrograde. We're going to bring this down to, probably, I don't know. Let's go for 20. 20 kilometers off the surface, I think, is good. I actually forgot that this guy was so low on fuel. I should have been planning all these things based on that. What do we need to get into orbit? We need far more than... Oh, maybe not far more than we have. 200... Yeah, we have 59. Ugh. Okay, you are going to donate your fuel. What does that give us? Does that give us the 100 we need, or the 200? Yes, it does. That gives us 700. This should be plenty. Okay, so no more screwing around. We're just going to get into orbit. So let's get ourselves aimed at this retrograde marker. We're just going to get the NAR in orbit. And then we are going to land the base so that we're not wasting a whole bunch of fuel. I'm glad I realized that before bad things happened. See, I'm capable of still screwing up a mission. All we're going to do here is burn until we're in orbit. And the moment we're in orbit, we're going to burn down just a little bit more to make sure that nothing gets screwed up. We are set to go. Now, we're going to turn off RCS because we don't care about it. You are going to... Do you have RCS? You do. But actually, we're going to pump level 8 these guys. Actually, no, we're going to pump level 0 these guys so they fill back up. And then we're going to control from the claw. We're going to turn on SAS and reaction, or NRCS. We are going to... we took the RCS jets off this guy to put him on the main ship. Honestly, we'll worry about him later. And by later, I mean never. Okay, now it is time to disconnect this ship from the main ship. We are going to backspace to close all the solar panels, because I don't want them hitting the claw ship here. We are going to disconnect. Then we are going to leave the NAR up here. Now this ship... Whoever's going down is going down. We got 2 people in here, Steven and Raffo. You guys are the last people we care about in this entire episode here. Oh, I just realized something terrible. I disconnected this thing, and this fuel tank's empty. And there's no way to transfer fuel between these guys, because this guy has no docking port. And this guy has no docking port. What have I done? I just screwed up the entire mission. We've got the claw. But the claw has a docking port on the other side. Oh my god. We do have one more asset. Oh wait, no, this ship has no fuel. Yeah, this guy has no fuel in him, nor does he have a docking port, so he's useless as well. Yep, I just torpedoed my entire mission because 2 reasons. I didn't think ahead and put docking ports on these guys. I figured, I'll never connect them again. Why not just put a decoupler on there? That was mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 was not realizing that. And mistake number 3 was emptying the fuel out of this guy before decoupling them. So there you go. That's how you screw up an entire space program in 10 steps. Rather than, okay, this is a failure. I accept it. I have failed. Sorry, everybody. However, because I don't want to end the whole series on this note, I am going to go into this save file, edit out 205 and 250 from here, and add 205 and 250 to here as if I was smarter than I am. So I'll be back in a couple seconds. All right, I'm back. I'm going to stage really quick. I'm going to stage away. Whoa, we're going to do that. And we are... we're fine. Okay. We have 500 meters per second. I hope that's enough to land on Vol. We are going to do this as accurately as possible. We're going to burn down like this. I think 5,000 meters is fine. That's going to cost 66. I don't think we have enough. The second one is going to cost 990. So nope. There you go. We failed. I don't think this guy would have had enough fuel anyway. We could, because we're stupid, we could try to get this guy to bop. Let's go ahead and see what would happen. If we burn out our periapsis here, that's terrible. Can you tell I planned this mission really well? That's 222 and 276. We're out of fuel. Yep. I think this is a fitting end to the series. Sorry, everybody. I think if I recall that I had planned when I built this ship to land on Polar Bop. And then I got out here and I'm like, you know what? Vol would be a cool end to the series. Let's land on Vol. And from that point on, everything went to pot. So I think that's it. I probably won't be completing this series. I'll probably just finish it right here. Yeah, sorry. I just 1.0 is coming out. I almost literally don't care about this series anymore. I have plans for the next series, the next two series actually. I'm going to be doing two different series. One is going to be using the SETI mod, and it's going to be more mission based. I think one of the main problems with this, with the previous bases mod, the previous bases thing, and the quest for snacks, all of which have failed now, is that it's hard to YouTube a massive space industry. It's much easier to do a mission, complete that mission, and then move on to the next mission. So I'm going to concentrate on that. My other series, I'm just going to do as many contests on the forums and on Reddit and wherever I can find a contest. I'm just going to do as many of them as I can find. I'm going to do them, I'm going to YouTube them, and I'm going to put them up. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series as it worked and failed. I'm Fifth Horseman, and I will, in the next series, talk at you later.